Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Shadowwraith and today I'm going to be going over some of the new stats and weapon profiles for Death Guard coming in the new Codex. There's a few things that everyone already knows about Death Guard, things like they're going to have 2 wounds, but we all knew that now. But yeah, I'll just go over them and give you my opinion on them and how much it's changed. Obviously, the special rules we're not too sure about because we need the Codex to know what the special rules actually do. But we can see what's going on. So, jumping straight in, we're going for the Plague Marines, okay? Troop choice, fantastic, and they're looking even more solid. Now, we all know about the +1 wound, so they've got 2 wounds each, they've got an extra attack. That was all made very clear. Champion has now got 3 attacks. Fantastic, okay? I love that. So a bit more killing in combat and a bit harder to take down. Now, we'll go over the blight launcher. It is now just a flat 2 damage. I'm happy with that. Really happy with that. Flat 2 damage. Yeah, I don't really like the... So yeah, instead of being D3, it's now just a flat 2, which is much better in my opinion. I like consistency. I don't like random, like the chances of rolling a 1. But then you lose out on rolling a 5. And being a plague weapon, you know. I just assume it's a plague weapon. The flail of corruption, okay. The only change to that is it's now only +1 strength, which is a shame. It used to be +2, -2, 2 damage. Yeah, that kind of sucks. It doesn't really state if we make D3 hit rolls for each attack or anything. I'm guessing we do, otherwise it would be a bit silly. But we don't know yet until we get the Codex on that part. So yeah, a little bit of a nerf there. But we can live with that. Now here's a good one. We've got Plague Swords, okay? They are now +1 strength. They give you +1 strength instead of nothing. Absolutely fantastic. Love that. I've just fitted my champion with a Plague Sword because I think it looks cool. Yeah, happy days. Really happy days on that. Can't say anything bad about that. It's a +1. Okay, and as well as that, they are now -1 AP. That's a massive buff. -1 AP makes all the difference. Okay, Custodies 2+ save, now 3+ save. Brilliant. This is also the same case for Plague Knives. Yes, so not only have your Plague Marines got an extra attack, their Plague Knives, which I'm pretty sure will still give you another attack if you take 2 of them. Well, even if you take the Plague Sword, but Plague Knives cheaper, whatever. Yeah, it's fantastic. So you've got -1 AP in close combat with your Plague Marines now. Okay, the Plague Spewers and the Plague Belchers are 12 inches. That's really good. Really solid. That's a big boost because, I mean, we all know how kind of upsetting they were before because everything else was getting buffed except for us, and we were sat at 9 inches, which means you couldn't deep strike in if you had Terminators with some kind of Plague Spewer and spray them because you had to be over 9 inches away. So that's a massive boost. I love that. Yeah. Obviously, the only other real new thing I've got to say about them is that the Bubonic Axe is now +2 strength rather than +1. Fantastic. So you're now strength 6 with your Plague Marines with that. And if we still got, you know, the spells that give us +1/+1, then it's strength 7. Sweet, wounding rhinos on force. But we don't know if we've got that. This is just pure stats, and it has got none of the special rules after the weapons, mind you. So, moving on, we have got the Mephitic Blight Hauler. Now, we all know about the Demon Engine buff. If you saw my other video or read on Warhammer Community, they're now 3+3+ for weapons skill and ballistic skill. Fantastic. But the stat lines, 10 inches, sweet, 3+3+, strength 6, toughness 7, 9 wounds, 4 attacks, leadership 8, 3+ save. So no, not much change there. But here's where we might see a few little changes. And by that I mean, of course, the multi-melter. These have been a really top tier unit, okay? Absolutely can't rate them enough in the current state we have them. And now with the additional melter rule, that it's got 2 shots with it, pretty much. Okay, 24-inch 2-shot range. But on this little sheet I'm seeing here, it just says D6 damage. But it doesn't say any of the special rules, so the Melter rule will probably be in the special rules. Happy days. Still the same, strength 8, -4, all that. All the other weapons, pretty much bang on the same, as far as I can see. Yeah, exactly the same. So that was nice and easy. Moving on. We have the Plague Burst Crawler, okay? So, we are currently sat on pretty much exactly the same stats. Yeah, we've still got the 9-inch move, 6+, weapon skill. But we've got 3+ ballistic skill, which is absolutely phenomenal. We're toughness 7, strength 8, so exactly the same. And yeah, still 12 wounds, 4 attacks, leadership 8, 3+ save. But the weapons, okay, what do the weapons do? Now, the entropy cannon on here, we have got it at 36-inch range, which is exactly the same. So I'll just go over the changes. It is still strength 8, -4 though. It's -4. And D3 damage +3. That is redonkulous. Okay, -4. Originally it was, what, still -4. Yeah, exactly the same, but it's the D3 +3 instead of D6, which is much more consistent. Okay, minimum you're going to be rolling is 4 to wound. You're going to do 4 wounds minimum. There's no rolling a 1. Okay, accelerated entropy is basically just built in now, and I love that. Saves my CPs because I always put them on these guys. Okay, the Plague Burst Mortar on it is now it's just straight up 48 inches range, but it's a blast weapon, so 12-inch minimum, so no change there. It's still heavy D6, and it is also strength 8 -2, but instead of D3 damage, it's a flat 2. So I think they're doing away with a lot of these D3s and D6 damage to speed the game along, which I absolutely adore. I love it, because it does slow the game up. It's really annoying, and it's annoying for me when I roll a 1. I don't like it. But yeah, and obviously the spitters are 12-inch range now, rather than 9. Fantastic. In my opinion, I'm going to be sticking entropy cannons on my Plague Burst Crawlers, but that's not like a no-brainer choice, okay? My Plague Burst Crawlers have always sat at the back and fired down onto the enemy, acting as artillery. But you can absolutely run them as an assault vehicle, okay? You run them forward, plague spitters, and spray down the enemy, okay? Nothing wrong with doing that at all. And if that's where you like to play, if you want to bring them up and forward with you guys, if you're playing, I don't know, a Demon Engine heavy list, why not? Okay? Absolutely works. Absolutely works. It's definitely not a no-brainer. Trust me, both options are viable. Let me put it this way. Mine have magnets, okay? So I could swip and swatch. Swip and swatch? Swap. There we go. So, moving on. We have got the big boy himself, Mortarion, okay? Now, I'm going to read out his new rules, okay? Just to speed up the process. So, he has got, obviously, weapon skill 2+, ballistic skill 2+, 12-inch movement still. He is strength 8, and now toughness 7. That is the difference. He's +1 toughness. Absolutely fantastic. So, bolters are no longer hurting you on 5s, they're hurting you on 6s. That is a massive difference, trust me. Okay? The amount of times I wish he was toughness 8, it's insane. Really good. Happy with that buff. 18 wounds still. Okay? Attacks, 7. So he's gone up 1, which makes sense because he needed more attacks, and 7 is Nurgle's number. So why wouldn't he be 7? Leadership 8, and a 3+ save. And the way he degrades is slightly different because of the number of attacks he has. So he was going down 1 attack pretty much after each bracket. He's still going down 1 attack, but your lowest bracket, when you've got 1 to 5 wounds remaining, instead of only having 4 attacks, you've got 5. Okay? So, the Lantern. Right. The Lantern took a little bit of a nerf. It's now only 12 inches rather than 18, which is sad. Pistol 1. Strength 8, -3 AP, 3 damage, okay? Each time an attack is made with this weapon and a hit is scored, draw a straight line between the closest part of this model's base and that of the closest model in the targeted unit. Make 1 wound roll against the target unit and each other unit this line passes over. So pretty much exactly the same as it was. It's just shorter range, which really sucks, so he better have some awesome abilities. Okay, his attendant's claws and teeth, exactly the same. Yeah, you make D6 additional attacks with this weapon, and they're plague weapons. Now his scythe. Okay, his scythe. This is quite nice. Okay, so you get to still pick between the two profiles. You've got Reaping Scythe. Okay, so Reaping Scythe is Strength User. Exactly the same as it was. It's -2 AP, same as it was, 1 damage. And you make 3 hit rolls instead of 1 each time you attack with this weapon. Exactly the same. Eviscerating Blow, okay, ×2 strength, same as, -4 AP. And instead of being D6 damage, it's D3 plus 3, which is a big buff. I love it. Okay, you see what I mean? Where they're getting rid of the full flat D6, it's still D3 plus 3, so you're a lot more killy, getting more wounds in. I adore it. Okay, and the grenade is identical. Okay, it's just got blast, but we knew it did anyway. Now, special rules. He has got Disgustingly Resilient. What Disgustingly Resilient is, we don't know. Is it exactly the same as it was? And I pray to Papa Nurgle that it is. Or is it a 6+ only save? Or, if you believe in the rumours and the hype, and I definitely don't think this is true, it might be -1 to wound. You never know. And then he's got Contagions of Nurgle. These are the rules we don't know, because they're in the Codex. And you need to have the Codex to know what they are. Okay, now he's got Primarch of the Death Guard. In your command phase, select 1 friendly Death Guard core or Death Guard character unit within 6 inches of this model. Until the start of your next command phase, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, you may re-roll the hit roll. That's... I don't know if that's a nerf or a buff, really. We don't know what a core unit... we know what our characters are, but... who knows? It might just affect Plague Marines and Poxwalkers. They better be core, both of them. But instead of having 7-inch aura of all re-rolled ones, I think I'll take this 7-inch aura. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. So yeah, that's that. Lord of the Death Guard. This is an aura ability. Here we go. While a friendly Death Guard core unit is within 6 inches of this model, each time the model unit makes an attack, reroll hit rolls of a 1. Okay, cool. I'm happy with that. Absolutely happy with that. So it's only core, this one. Sure, I'll take that. And that's actually really good. If you want your Poxwalkers to reroll all their failed hit rolls, and then everything else still rerolls 1. You lose an inch, but still good. Demon Primarch, okay? If your army is Battleforged, this model must be your army's warlord. Hate that rule. Absolutely hate that rule. He's the biggest target on the battlefield, and you cannot hide him. If more than one model in your army has a rule to this effect, one of those models will be your army's warlord. Okay, he's got the Barbarin Plate, 4+ Invuln save, Host of Plagues. At the start of the first battle round, select one of the following warlord traits: Shamble Rot, Phoretic Blight, a Glooming Bloat, Eater Plague, and Sanguous Flux, the Droning, Nurgle's Root. You can select a warlord trait that another model in your army already has. Until the end of the battle, this model gains the selected warlord trait in addition to any others it has, even if it is not your warlord. This makes me feel like it might be on other models. What else would it be on? Typhus? Maybe? Who knows? That's cool, but we don't know what any of those warlord traits do. They could do anything and nothing. Or they could be fantastic. I am keeping my hopes up for this codex. I don't think we're going to get let down. And then we've got Putrid Explosion. Yeah, he still explodes on a 4+. Okay, 6-inch. You don't hurt Nurgle units. Everyone with 6 inches takes D3 mortal wounds. Cool. And Toxic Presence. This model counts the battle round number as being 4 for the purposes to determine the contagion range of the contagion abilities it has. No idea what that means. We have to wait until the codex comes out for that. Crazy. Yeah, it sounds pretty saucy. He's still a level 2 Psyker, and he can dispel or deny the witch 2 of them, and he knows smite, and he can pick 3 psychic powers from the Contagion Discipline. So we know we're still getting, obviously, a Contagion Discipline. What that might be, who knows. And his keywords are a bit different. Okay. He's got Bubonic Astartes. That's a new one. My guess is it's just there to make the army different from, say, other Chaos Astartes armies, so it's harder to mix and match, because that's the route Games Workshop are going with. I'm pretty happy. There's a few nerfs to the army. I'm not sure why. Nothing major. The lanterns upset me a little bit because I didn't think it was especially powerful, but apparently it was. It needed to be nerfed. Unless there's some horrific combo in this new codex that we can pull off with the lantern. Who knows? But yeah, what is this discussing resilient? I don't know. But the worst nerf for Mortarion, in my opinion, is I cannot see Death to the False Emperor anywhere. Unless it's kind of like inbuilt for Death Guard on their main like Death Guard rules section. Yeah, no, because if they get rid of that, I'm really I'm gonna get concerned. Okay, because I could tangle with Space Marines. I was really happy to fight Space Marines in competitive matches. Okay, they're really strong, whatever. But my Death Guard, as they stood, I could put up a good fight. And every little buff helps. So if they get rid of these little buffs, so Disgusting Resilient goes to a 6+, for example, and we lose Death to the False Emperor, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's going to be very upsetting. But never fear. I'll find plenty of combos. Trust me, I'm going to study this codex as soon as it comes out, and as soon as I find anything else out, I'll let you guys know on my channel. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Are you happy with these changes? Anything that upsets you? Anything that concerns you? Are you going to sell your Death Guard army straight away from seeing this video? Please don't, because that would be silly. But yeah, who knows. Anyway, if you like the video, do consider liking. If you're feeling especially saintly today, do consider subscribing. But even if you don't do either of those things, I still hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Hello again. If you're interested in supporting my channel and myself to giving you bigger and better content, such as competitive battle reports in the future, then do consider joining up to my Patreon. The link is down in the description below, and you will be mentioned on my videos at the end. And some of you may get a sexy t-shirt. Thank you ever so much, and goodbye.